Hi, so I have Surjeet here, who's a very close family friend of mine from the time we've both been born. Great to have you here, Surjeet.
Thank you, Sir. Thank you for having me here.
So I have a couple of questions. This is going to be a very informal discussion about us as friends and in business.
Got it.
So the first thing is, I know that you're an extremely good sports person, right? And you love sports.
Yeah.
So just tell me, what kind of sports do you like?
So I started off with cricket. I played cricket for practically 40 years of my life. And then
That means you're 50 now.
I'm exactly 50, exactly your age. Okay. You're a bit younger than me.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm 50. So yeah, started with cricket and then got into golf, which is now my first love.
And what's your handicap in golf?
0. So I play off scratch.
Wow. So you've absolutely, everything is about precision, right?
It has to be. It has to be. The swing
And
has to be precise.
And so are your designs.
Has
As
to
an
be.
interior decorator and an architect, right?
Yeah, we keep it simple. The golf swing and also the designs.
Okay. Coming to your career, so how long have you been in this space?
So I've been in this space for almost 30 years, 25 years in Dubai and 5 years in India. So been in this architecture, interiors, color consultancy, neuromarketing, retail. So I do all this for the past 30 years.
So how do you find our setup today?
Amazing.
Okay. Now let's discuss. I think you've been a very, very important part of our journey, which is Gamers Hub Media Events. I think we came up with the idea about 5 years ago on creating an office here in Production City.
Yeah.
And I had an idea in my mind, which I had a vision of how the office should look like, right? And I remember you just took a tissue paper and you made the design, and here we have an office. So just drive me through how you can do, such a difficult task so simply.
So this is the power of knowing someone for so long. Okay. So I knew exactly what you wanted, and I didn't need more than a tissue paper to just sketch the whole concept out for you. And then in 5 minutes, we had the concept. And then we built the whole entire thing.
And I love the way you just sketched it. Like, it was like I'm like, whoa, this is too good.
Yeah, so
right?
that's my profession. That's what I do for a living. So I need to be at least half decent on it.
So I'm assuming your clients, you know them very well.
Yeah.
So that's your secret sauce?
So that's exactly the secret sauce. So most of the clients which I know are my golfing buddies or people I've
So
been
you're making
associated.
money while golfing also.
Absolutely. That's the key. That's really the key. So yeah, so I know them very well. I know their family. They're really close friends of mine. So it's easier for me to design houses or offices or setups where the family knows me and I know them. So I know how they live in the space, what they need, what sort of colors they do like, what sort of a design they would like. So all that comes very, very easy. So it's not difficult for me to design then.
Coming back to constructing an office, we had this idea of getting a container in. Remember how difficult it was? So
Yeah,
just drive me through that process.
It really was because the space to actually get the container was only from the backside. And we had to literally push it up with chains and all that to get the entire container inside. I think I'll have a video of it as well. So.
And then creating these 3 lovely studios which we have now, which are functional and we use it for different purposes.
Yes, that also because your sound, it had to be soundproofed and there were a lot of technical aspects you were looking for. So building those, I think that was a challenge to get the sound and all that in.
And what about the color schemes revolving around the brand logo itself?
So remember when we decided you had already had a brand identity.
Yes.
And then we made the entire thing around that brand identity. We wanted to create a space which was more vibrant so that it attracts the age group you're looking at. And then that's why we created that whole mural, which was the highlight of the whole office, and kept the entire office pretty much functional and simple.
And an impressive graffiti.
Graffiti, yeah, that's the thing. So that was the mural which we had created, which
Yes.
you were not very confident about. I remember, is it going to come out all right and all that? Now that's the highlight of your office.
So thanks to you, we have one of the best offices in Dubai, I say, in terms of how it looks, functionality, color schemes, and all of it.
Thank you, Saad, for trusting me, because if you don't trust me, then it'll come out with your vision and not mine. So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So going back in time to Gamers Hub Media Events, there were a lot of challenges to creating and constructing this office. Can you run me through a few challenges you faced?
So I think from a technical point of view, the biggest challenge was creating the soundproof rooms. Firstly, without the ceiling, it's never easy because the sound travels through air, like any sort of. So that was one of the challenges, making a soundproof room, as in 100% soundproof room, into a warehouse. That was one of them because the sound pretty much travels from the top, from like literally from the vents and all that. So that was one of the challenges.
And we had got this office, if I remember, shell and core.
The second challenge was to get the container in, which was because there was no space, and we had to get it like literally pull it from just the back of this to put it in its place. There was no point, like there was no way we could have actually lifted that container and put it in, which was a very.
And the recommendation of the container was me or you? I forgot.
Sir, that was me, surely.
Okay.
So yeah, we wanted to get the center of your. That was the heart of your office. So we wanted to get the container in, and then yet give you that sort of like a gaming sort of a look and feel to the whole office.
And if I remember also, I think we were the first ones to move into this production city space.
That's right.
And then I think we had a few options of offices.
Yeah.
But you said, no, let's get this one.
Literally, the energy is in this office flow properly. So that's why I insisted that you should have taken this office, because the light flow and the energies in this office are much, much better.
Great. So now moving on, I think I'm seeing a lot of gaming houses, gaming cafes, and people creating gaming rooms inside villas.
Yeah.
It has a different type of design and structure compared to your traditional interior decorations which you do for offices and private villas. Can you tell me how different it is and where you see this going?
So every house which we doing, not every house, but most of the houses which we are doing now, the houses which are 10,000 plus square feet, there is a gaming room.
Wow, that's bigger than my office.
You can have racing games and literally all your military games and things like that, and that could be. Now those are the future, and that's exactly where the whole thing is coming in.
And what about rooms being designed as gaming rooms in villas? Like for example, the dark structure like cafes. So why, you know what I'm trying to say, right? How do people, like the normal room you'll make is very lit up with some palettes.
So the projector is projecting the whole thing up. To get that sort of a screen size, these have to be very, very dark, and to get the clarity into the projection screen. And you actually can use it with bean bags. When you're having a golf simulator over there, obviously you need to have like a green patch where you can swing your club and things like that. But besides that, you can actually have your bean bags. It could be turned into a movie theater as well. Have a good sound system, a very, very sharp projection screen. So this is where the future is going into all these luxury villas which we are creating. And every villa which we're doing, which is, like I said, 10,000 to 15,000 square feet, will have a gaming room.
And you want to keep the old people outside the rooms, right?
No, they're joining the bandwagon. So yeah, they have a pool table inside it as well. So the villa which we did which is about 35,000 square feet, it had a pool table. It's got a foosball table for the kids.
Wow.
It's got literally the golfing simulators. It's got the video games. It's got it all. So
awesome.
The old, the new, everyone jumps in over there, and that's the biggest hangout space for them.
I want to go there and hang out there, man.
You need to make a house for yourself, Sat. I'm designing that.
Okay, then I think what we came up with was a very different idea, first of its kind in Dubai.
Yeah.
I had thought of since we had a container in the office, I want to take we had a 20-foot container, now we want to make a 40-foot moving container with a gaming experience.
Yeah.
I think that also was very challenging. Can you walk me through that?
No, it was very, very challenging. The office was easier, but the container was difficult because it wasn't moving this thing. So the use of glass was a challenge because we wanted that sort of a visibility, but still we wanted to use as minimum glass as possible. AC was a big challenge because obviously the heat of Dubai, that doesn't permit. That is another issue.
The heat of Dubai is.
What it also did was it actually the material which we used had to be very, very specific. Otherwise, it would have actually warped. The wooden flooring would have warped. The MDF would have warped. So the materials we've used were very, very specific to the heat and the ventilation, the soundproofing, and obviously the height to the container. So all those things, like I said, the truck was more challenging than making the office.
So if I was to say I want to make one more, would you recommend do it in an actually 40-foot container or like a like a food truck kind of a concept?
I would still do it in a 40-foot container because the concept has come out very well. It works very well. The circulation is pretty good. You can accommodate a lot of people in it. So I would still do it in a 40-foot container.
So being a extremely active sports person, I just want to ask you, have you ever gamed in your life? Or any sort of console or game you've played?
No, not really.
Not in a single game.
I haven't.
Wow.
I've started playing with my daughter recently, about a month back.
No, but when you were young, you never touched games.
No.
And you created this phenomenal office for gaming.
Yeah, didn't touch the games. I
So
was
this
mostly
is-
outside.
This is exceptional, right? Because normally when I've met anybody in the studio or had a discussion, they had something to do with gaming. So then I can't ask you my second question because then I would ask you to have a playoff.
Okay.
When you and I would have a playoff, it would be disastrous.
Absolutely.
Right?
You're going to kill me.
Okay, so then we'll stick to your career.
Huh.
And I want to show you that youngsters at a very young age are doing interior decoration and architecture through a software and as fast as you.
Really?
And I want to show you how it's done.
All right. Let's see.
So there you go. So this is something called House Flipper. And youngsters are just killing it and creating their own rooms and structures by themselves.
Yeah.
And I want to see how your reaction to this is going to be because this is crazy. Over to you, Surjeet.
Yeah.
Is this
I'm
easy?
I'm just having a look at it. Well, this is all. You can do it in a software, but not when you're building the whole thing up.
So you can create I would say, the final output and how it's going to look.
Yeah.
But what people in construction or, don't understand is how difficult it is to bring it to life, right?
Not only that, there's technical aspects to this. So although creating this into a software is very, very easy because you're not building the entire structure. When you're building the entire structure, these things won't work. And that's what we are having challenges with most of our clients because they go to an AI software and say, we're going to build this in like 30 seconds or 40 seconds. And you take almost about 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get us the same design. What they do not understand is they're not designing anything. There's no sort of, there's no new design which is coming in. There's no thought process. Whatever's existing into the AI industry or the AI field is, they just jumble the whole thing up and then give you the best possible solution into an AI.
And the other thing, what I've realized is since we are in the events business ourselves and we do stand designs, we also create designs for stands, right? So if you give a concept to somebody, their dimensions are completely off. The concept is off, but when you actually want to create that stand, it's not possible. So I think that it's the same thought process for this.
Totally same, because that's exactly why I still believe in sketching it with hand. Because what I've learned in architectural school, the proportions you get with sketching, you cannot get it into the 3D.
So do others also do it the way you do it, or it's a unique skill which you have?
It's something which is comfortable to me. A lot of people do not, if it is, like I cannot visualize a space if I'm not sketching it by hand. So I get the proportions right when I'm sketching.
So what's the process? Okay, you've sketched it, then what's the next step, and
So
how does it come to life?
sketching and concept development is the same. Then we get into the technical aspect of it, as to how it's going to stand. Is it going to fall down? Is it's going to be sturdy? How many people are going to be into this space? Is it a commercial space or a residential space? So all that comes into
But
play.
you have to involve designers eventually, right?
Eventually, yes. But the conceptualized can be conceptualized
So
from
how
one brain,
does
which is me.
this impact what you do?
It won't impact anything. This is play. This is like playing video game. It's like playing. It is like playing
Minecraft.
golf. No, it's like playing golf into a room
It's like playing golf with a simulator.
with a simulator. Yeah, into a room. This is
I
not
get it.
actual golf.
Okay, so it's not the real deal.
No, it's not the real deal. Surely not the real deal.
But it's not bad. It's close.
Not bad at all. It's not bad at all. It gives a great perspective for a lot of things, but no,
So what if somebody designed this by themselves, a youngster, 16-year-olds, and handed over this design, say, hey, make this room or the structure for me? Would you do it?
I'm not touching that. I'll ask him to do it. I'm going to ask him to make it. And then let's see what happens and which software can build it for him. No, I'm not touching that.
So you're totally against these kind of concepts?
I'm not against this, but it's still not developed. The AI has, like, it still cannot take the creative field. It's still very, very primitive. Eventually it might, I don't know, but still the creativity of a human brain cannot be matched as yet.
Yeah, got it. So I think there's a long way for AI to go,
Yes,
or these softwares to take over your job.
absolutely.
Right?
I still have job.
You still have a business
years
which you
to
can
go.
run for a couple of years. But I think what you're creating and what you create for us, for your clients, is very bespoke.
Yeah.
It's well thought of, and it's a vision we have which you bring to life.
That's
Right?
that's
It's not, if I was to sit here and create a software and make a vision out of it and give it to you, it's not going to happen.
correct.
Right? And I'm not going to get your inputs and your ideation into it. And the actual, how you're going to actually deliver it. Right? Okay. Awesome. But this looks good.
This really goes good. Yeah, it's
And,
very impressive.
Hopefully, we're going to do some more gaming containers in the future.
We should.
So we'll keep you involved.
Absolutely.
And we'll play some sports, but we'll not play any games.
No need.
Okay.
At our age, we need to be outside, not inside.
So I think I'll play with your daughter instead.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Thanks, Surjeet.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you, sir.